What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So if loving you was wrong, season 3, episode 16, rock solid. We got 2 more episodes left, okay? And Alex, this whole episode, if you wanted people to get back on your side, you lost us, okay? You really lost us. First of all, you didn't want to tell Brad who was on the phone until you absolutely positively had to. So you told him. Well, it was the doctor. It was Marcy. Something's wrong with her. She's at the hospital. She's calling for you. Brad is like, give me the phone. Okay. He tried to call Marcy. What are you doing? You calling Marcy? Yeah, girl. Okay. He's gonna call Marcy. You fucked up at this point. And then Marcy wasn't answering. So, let's call the doctor. What's the doctor number? First of all, Brad, you said, she was like, who you calling now? He was like, I'm calling the doctor as he's putting some numbers in. And I said, wait a minute. Because then he said, what's the number? I said, wait a minute. So who was you calling at that moment when you said you was calling the doctor? But okay, I'm gonna let you have it. But at that point, Alex is, trying to make excuses. I don't have her number. And he was like, well, I seen you talking to her and calling her from your phone. Well, my phone got reset. And so I lost my numbers and all this stuff. Well, I can go find it from the other room. And right then and there, that's when the phone started ringing. And it was the doctor because he had called Marcy, left a message or whatever. And, she told him that something was going on with Marcy and the baby to come down there. She wanted him down there. Alex is like, well, if she wants somebody down there and something's going on, let me come down there with you. He was like, so you can wake up the baby and you have to bring him with us and everybody else too. And I was like, I mean, I can get Natalie to watch the kids. I said, y'all just like putting everything on Natalie, okay? Natalie, and Brad said, Natalie is watching her kids plus Kelly's kid, okay? So, you need to chill out on that one. And was like, well, I can get Stacy and all this stuff. And she was like, just calm the fuck down. It is what it is. You're not going. Go to sleep. This bitch gonna call the fucking babysitter so that she can go down there and follow Brad to the hospital. I said, I know this bitch is playing. She really got on my nerves, all right? Then this whole scene with Lucien and Natalie, she was like, Lucien, first of all, Lucien is in full uniform. Full goddamn uniform. Putting his belt and his finishing touches on, and he about to go out the door. And this girl said, so you about to go again? Yes. What the uniform say? I'm not just wearing this for fun. All right. And so, her whole thing is, we barely spending time with each other. I spend time with you. I wanted Lucian to say, well, you know what? Because you want me to do this and do that, and y'all bitches keep pulling me here, pulling me there, putting me here, putting me up, putting me down. God damn, I need a break, okay? And so Natalie was in her feelings a little bit, and she was like, I know it's a lot going on, and it just would be nice that to know that you want to, fool around and all that stuff and all that. And he was like, girl, okay. She was like, I'm just saying, because out of all the men on this block, you got Eddie, he's an asshole. I know that. You got Randall, that bitch cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. Yeah, we know that. And Brad just lost in the sauce. Yeah. And then you got you a nice guy. You don't cheat and all this shit. And he ain't saying nothing. Oh, so you ain't gonna say you right? Okay, so I ain't cheat. How you know I don't? You know why? He said it so sarcastic, like, now you know I don't cheat. She was like, whatever. And so at this point, I guess they was just making Google eyes at each other and trying to make her feel a little bit better. And then somebody started knocking at the door. Bitch, I would have been mad too because it looked like they was about to get a quickie in, and it looked like they haven't had a quickie or anything other such in a long time. And so, who was at the door? Esperanza. Esperanza sitting there talking to her about what's going on, and Natalie feels away because she needs to know what's going on with Kelly. No one's telling her anything, and she was like, "Bitch, where the fuck you go to?" She was like, "I was out on dinner last night." With who? Stevens. So wait a minute, you really fucking with Stevens like that? I mean, yeah, he cute and all, but you know, it's not gonna go on no more. Why not? Because I just, he wants so much more from me than I can give him right now. Like he want a relationship and all that shit. And you know what's really fucked up? I really like him. Besides all the corniness, he's corny as fuck, bitch. Okay, like I mean, corn tea. And even though it's like cute and endearing, and I really like it, I just don't know. And I was just sitting here like, he want a relationship, you want a relationship. You don't know how shit will work out unless you try it. So go try it, you know. And if it don't work, it'll be a lesson learned. Okay. So later, you know, poor little Kelly. Kelly done got the public defender coming to her office. Whoop, coming to her office. Bitch ain't got no office no more. She got a fucking jail cell. He came to the jail cell to tell her, you know, the DA and them, they put a deal on the table. Okay, she was like, bitch, I ain't taking no deal. And he was like, well, you ain't even listen to you don't even know what the deal is. So just listen to it. And it was like, I don't care what it is. I'm not taking no deal. And I was like, well, with all the evidence that they got going against you, and she was like, I was the one who was being stalked. I was the one that Travis was messing with. Why is it that this is happening to me and all this shit? And to be quite frank and to be quite honest with Kelly, what screwed her over to make this a clean cut self defense case is the fact that she invited Travis over. So therefore it's not a breaking and entering. It don't look like no force was used. And you know, from she didn't stage the scene right, if you ask me. They could have staged that shit and made it look like you know, he ransacked the place and was chasing her, put some bruises on her ass or whatever, you know, some shit like that, because that's all they gonna believe is bruises and shit and prior reports and all that stuff. So since we don't have none of that, it's really his word against yours, and that is exactly what they're saying. And that's what the you know, the little dude said, her lawyer. And she was like, he was like, and plus, girl, let me tell you, you fucked yourself because they also found this. They played the recording of her saying to Randall, and I will kill your ass in the head just like I killed Travis. Okay? And so, that was almost like an admission, okay, of guilt. And, you know, like Randall said, you just sunk yourself because they can use that against you. And prior to that, you know, she was like, what was the deal? He said 2 life terms for both charges. I said 2 life terms. And she was like, that's the fucking deal. Me too. Until he was like, well, they took the death penalty off the table so you can still see your child grow up. Polar Justice. Justice got a daddy in jail and now he got a mommy in jail. I hope he ends up all right. I really do. You know, because on these Tyler Perry shows, the kids just literally a fair game. Okay, they gonna be here one day and shot and killed off the next. You know, have and have not. So we move on to Randall. Randall come charging up into the office at Larry's practice or whatever. He was talking to Ian. Hey, where's Larry? Where's my lawyer? I need to talk to him because I want to sue everybody. I'm filing a lawsuit on everybody. He was like, what? About what? The restaurant? Oh, yeah, bitch, you was there, okay? You saw what happened. Brad, I want to put a lawsuit on him. Mind you, he already got a lawsuit filed on Brad. Larry has yet to deliver it because Larry is nowhere to be found, according to them, because Eddie got him in that van. Bitch, Ian was playing games with that motherfucker like, okay, I can hear you. Why you ain't call me? Why you ain't ask me? It was like, wait a minute. First of fucking all, you not Larry. Second of all, why was you at the restaurant last night anyway? I was there with Marcy. Well, she showed me a house. That's what it is. Oh, so y'all you usually take out your you know, the realtor or whatever that's showing you a house and all that shit. That's how you do. I mean, only the cute ones. Oh, so you think she cute? You trying to get at her? No, no, no. But you know, it is what it is. If you need some help, bro, let me just help you or whatever. And he was like, okay, write this shit down. He was faking and playing Randall like, I'm tired of your bullshit. He already saw in his true colors, inform how Randall is, so he'd already just made up his mind about him. And you know, he's just not fucking with Randall like that. And he wanna know where Larry at. Oh, so you haven't called nobody? Y'all ain't called the cops and all this shit? Because at first he thought he was playing games when he said he haven't heard from Larry. But then he realized, well shit, if he haven't been there in a day and a half or so, y'all need to call the police. Me and his wife ain't called the police. Well, no, so hell, don't nobody give a shit that Larry is not there. That says a lot. That speaks volume about Larry. No one gives a fuck besides Randall. Okay? So, Ian does call Lucien and, asks him to try to find out what's going on with Larry because, like Randall said, Eddie got a hold of him and could have a hold of him because he pissed off Eddie and all this shit. And so Eddie is crazy and, he could be dead at this point. So Ian told Lucien what was going on. Lucien said, well, bitch, eye for an eye, tit for a tit, bitch. If I help you for this, I need you to help get Kelly back off, okay? And he was like, hi, goddamn. Lucien calls Eddie's phone. Eddie answers and he was like, bro, where you at? He was like, I'm minding my business, bitch. And he was like, no, then why is it to say that you are out in the middle of fucking nowhere by a truck? Okay? It was like, how you know that? Bitch, it's this thing called GPS. You shouldn't have answered your phone if you didn't want me to know where you at. So Larry is missing, and let me just tell you, doing all this kidnapping shit, that's a federal offense, and that's one of those things that the FBI, my people, get on, and at this point in time, I think Lucien was just like, either he was just tired of fucking around and saying that, he's not FBI with Eddie because Eddie was already calling him out, or he was just trying to fuck with him, being sarcastic. And so he just said, that's what I'm doing. I'm building the case, and you need to bring this motherfucker back unharmed and all this shit. So Eddie get off the phone with him like, damn. He go over there trying to get Larry to wake up and all that shit. Like, Larry is just, I don't know what Eddie did to him, but Larry is knocked the fuck out. Or so we thought. Because I thought the nigga was still just asleep from the last time he put that bag on him. He got blood and everything all on his shirt and shit. Larry ain't moving. And I think Larry is really dead because once he realized that nigga ain't waking up, he threw that towel or whatever the fuck on top of his head and walked the fuck out. I said, ain't that about a bitch? Well, if the nigga was just knocked out, he about to suffocate now because you put the thing on his face and he can't breathe. So after that, Eddie know he done fucked up. He done fucked up. You done just killed the prominent ass lawyer, okay? Everybody and their mama looking for him. Brad done popped up at the hospital. Marcy's like, oh my God, this is what Randall wanted. He wanted to stress me out and all this stuff. And, he was like, just calm down, calm down. And at this point in time, Ian is like, fuck this shit. He told his, secretary or whatever to get all the papers on the Random Homes divorce and all this shit. Call Marcy, and Brad answered the phone. I think I must have called the wrong number. I'm sorry. It was like, no, if you're looking for Marcy, she's not here right now. Well, is everything okay? Can I? Marcy was like, just give me the phone. Look, bro, I'm in the hospital. I'm not feeling good. It's okay. It's okay. Let me come down there. Let me come down there. No, it's okay. He was like, listen, I'm just telling you. Just let me come down there so I can see how you are. I said, Ian, that ain't even your boo, but you is all in it. I likes that. And he was like, okay, fine, fuck it. Yeah, I can't stop you from coming down. Brad, tell him where I'm at. So Brad took the phone and told her that she on the 4th floor in the hospital at St. Andrews. Ian gets down there and he has some papers in his hands, okay? And I don't know, they're going to show this next week. He has some papers in his hand, and I think that Ian forged Randall's signature on the divorce papers, all right? Because if you saw the preview for next week, Marcy said Randall wouldn't go ahead and sign these divorce papers if he wasn't up to something. Why he randomly signed it now and just gave it to him, that's what, made her suspicious. Damn, my eyes itching. I'm so sorry. I done made myself red. Okay, it feels better now. Oh, Jesus. But anyway, so we get to the end of this episode. Alex then got the little girl to come over to babysit her kids, all right? And she goes outside. She's getting ready to go. Well, before she even go outside, she opens up the door. Randall is standing in her door with the computer. I was like, okay. Now, meanwhile, before this, Randall had just came back home. And he's looking on his phone. And his computer is up. And he looks at the computer. I don't know if he heard a beep or something because he was trying to call Larry to see what's going on. Either way, something on the computer made him look at it, and he realized that, wait a minute, that shit still on. They still recording about them. Yeah, the laptop went off. The cameras that he had on the wall that was over there looking at them, that was stalking them, taking up all they move. Now remember when Brad took that shit off, he put it on the counter, and Alex and old girl, Brad was over there just talking all about this shit. This is when Alex wanted to devise a plan of like, look, I think the doctor helped us out, and I think she switched the test so that Randall won't know that he the daddy or whatever to help us out and all this shit. And Brad was like, but at the end of the day, when he grow up, the boy gonna realize that first of all, I ain't his daddy. Second of all, he looked like the neighbor next door. And at this point, Randall was pissed. Now if this was anybody else, and if Randall wasn't on so much fuck shit, I would have felt bad for him. But I don't. So he goes over there. He in the doorway. He like, so what you do? Who the fuck did this? You lied to me? And she was like, bitch, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Alex cannot play poker face. She can't play poker for nothing because she a dead giveaway. All right. But he had the evidence. He started playing the message, and she was like, oh my god, Randall, like you have to stop this. I'm sorry that I did this. Okay, I'm sorry. He was like, bitch, you know what? Fuck you. Okay. You knew that shit was my son. You knew that was my son. And you doing all this shit to hurt me and to do all this shit to me. You think the shit that I'm doing to you now was fucked up? Wait until later, okay? You gonna see. I was like, I'm gonna get this shit to my lawyer and that baby gonna be mine. And it was like, and you sent your fucking family over there to fucking kill me and shit. Because you started this, Randall. You wouldn't stop and you this and you that. And it was like, okay, and your point. And I'm just sitting here like, Randall, on the one hand, I get the frustration because you missing out on your child's life. But on the other hand, and I mean the big main other hand, you wouldn't have to miss out, and there wouldn't have been no problem had you not turned cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs, okay? This is your fault that everything went down the way that it went. Alex went a little bit too far when she had your racist ass people who was about to hang your ass. That probably was a little bit too far because I wasn't here for the lynching shit. But had they would have shot your ass, I would have been fine with it, okay? I'm just saying, because you deserve everything that's coming to you. And Alex, you deserve everything that's coming to you too. And that makes me go back and reconsider all the shit that, I was saying about Brad, like, bitch, let the bitch go, or, forgive and try to build some trust. But at this point in time, I see why Brad was treating Alex the way that she was treating, because he don't trust her. Okay, I was like, Brad, you being a bitch, but keep on doing this shit. Why don't you just fucking leave? But girl, you can go ahead and keep on being a bitch to this bitch, because this bitch is about to go ahead and start doing back her whole stuff that got her in this situation in the first place. She was trying to follow him, and he was trying to figure out who the fuck did it, who the fuck switched the papers, who did this. Tell me, tell me, tell me. She was like, I can't say, I can't say, I can't tell you all this shit. So he going away. She was like, Randall, like, I'm sorry, like, stop. I said, so now you about to chase him? Chased him right back into what? The fucking shed, the scene of the crime that started all this shit. Okay? And so when they do all this, it was like, you keep on doing this to me. He was like, because I know what you want. And I know what made you hot, and I know what got you off or whatever. I know how weak you are, and I know what made you weak. And he looked down at her vagina. I said, bitch. And she was like, yeah, and you know that. I said, don't agree with him. And was like, but you keep on using that against me. I said, that's the exact reason why, because he know that it works. All right. And was like, but you'd have thought I only did it because you was trying to take my child away. Okay. And I just can't live like that without my child. And he was like, well, now you're going to have to deal with it because you just might. And I was like, you can move or whatever the fuck. I'm still going to make your life hell. Okay, it is what it is, because at the end of the day, they still share a child. So at one point or another, they still gonna have to see each other, because Randall is not the type of person that's gonna go through visitation, had this person drop the baby off for me or whatever the fuck. He gonna do that shit just to fuck with her. He gonna, he know how to get over. And I was just like, Alex, you can fucking stop, until Alex says, you know what? I'll give what you want. I'll give you what you want. I'll let you do anything. I said, wait a minute, what you talking about? Randall said, you'll give me what I want. What do you mean? She was like, anything. I said, oh my God. If you would just drop and stop pursuing and trying to take my baby, I'll let you do any and everything to me. I said, oh my God. And Randall had some goddamn nerves to tell somebody to get off his land, off his property, when he been all up in everybody else shit. But for her to say that, I mean, I know she desperate, and I know she thought that this probably would help, but bitch, this motherfucker is just gonna make everything so much worse, because now you're gonna be fucking him whenever he wants, because that's how it's gonna be. Because she said, I just want to keep my baby and I want to keep Brad. And I said, so you gonna want you still gonna fuck this dude to keep your baby, and you gonna try to hide it from Brad. This ain't gonna fucking work, mama, okay? You're dumb as hell for going back. Brad, leave the bitch. Go stay with Marcy, okay? That's what you need to do. But that's if loving you was wrong. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. And I will see you guys later. Let me see if I get it all. Yes, I did. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Probably tomorrow for catfish and what it is. And then, oh, this is the last Thursday until, next week. How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal cross up. Can't wait for that. But, you guys have a good night. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.